Hello everyone and welcome back to the Diaz Traveling Show, episode number 5. We are still in Greece, but decided to take a side tour to one of its incredible islands. Now I can't believe I'm saying this, but we almost decided to give the island visit a miss, but I'm happy to say that we ended up booking our flight out to Santorini, and we are so glad that we did. Now, once the plane begins to descend, you immediately get a sense of just how isolated the island is as it's nestled into the Aegean. If island touring isn't a big pastime, then it might seem almost claustrophobic, but once you embrace the free-spiritedness of it, it's intoxicating. This place is just littered with small hotels, ranging from a reasonable rate all the way to rockstar status, depending on what part of the island you want to stay at and how grand of a view you want to wake up to. There was pretty much a hotel almost anywhere you look. We stayed in Cameri, where most of the beaches are along a lengthy strip of rock and sand, whereas the two main areas are Fira and Diaz. Now these two areas are what's on all the postcards you see of Santorini and how beautiful it is. And it doesn't matter which of the two you go to because both of them are pretty spectacular when it comes to seaside sunsets. Back at Cameri, our visits to the beach were amazing, and you can see from all the umbrellas and restaurants, they expect and cater to a huge amount of tourists. However, because of summer being over, as well as the pandemic, there was virtually no one in sight. We were able to walk down the main beachside strip in Cameri as if we were the only ones there. And if you wake up early enough, you can enjoy that fantastic sunrise all to yourself. Even when we first arrived at the airport, it seemed like a ghost town. I'll have to admit it was extremely nice not having to battle with other tourists while walking, finding a restaurant, or a spot at the beach. Going to Diaz, on the other hand, was a bit of a different story. Even though we were off-peak season and in the middle of a pandemic, the bus out to Diaz was pretty packed and apparently only 1/3 as busy as it usually is. And this got us wondering just how busy does this place get during the summer and if there weren't a pandemic. We were able to walk the footpaths and enjoy the views with minimal issues. And when we went to find a restaurant, we found the perfect spot overlooking the water so we could watch the sun do its mesmerizing routine as it set in the horizon. After speaking with our server, he said that usually you would need to book anywhere from 1 to 6 months in advance for those tables, and that the walk from the main square that took us about 5 minutes will usually take more than half an hour because of all the tourists. Now, views like these don't come cheap, and you can expect to pay a premium for your meal at a restaurant like this. Before we came here, we watched a few videos just how busy this place gets, and I'm extremely appreciative that we were able to visit here when we did. We do have to say that even with the problems that the pandemic has brought, and the irritants it has caused us for trying to book our trips, there's something to be said about being able to tour around and not have to constantly worry about battling with other tourists trying to get into line or trying to do any of the other activities that we want to do. Santorini or any of the islands is a must when visiting Greece, and the absolute beauty that it has to offer is breathtaking. I'm grateful that we were able to take some time to explore this place, and I'm pretty sure Donna and I will be building a beach house here sooner than later. Unfortunately, our wallets won't let us stay here any longer, so it's back to Athens to get ready for our next trip. So make sure that you stay posted, and I'll see you on our next journey.